Hey, this is Dennis. I want to get back in the Word. Our Bible study is in 1 Corinthians chapter 14. We're going to start with verse 34. And Paul says, "Let your women keep silent in the churches, for it is not permitted unto them to speak, but they are commanded to be under obedience, as also saith the law. And if they will learn anything, let them ask their husbands at home, for it is a shame for a woman to speak in the church. What? Came the word of God out from you? Or came it unto you only? If any man think himself to be a prophet or spiritual, let him acknowledge that the things I write unto you are the commandments of the Lord. But if any man be ignorant, let him be ignorant. Wherefore, brethren, covet to prophesy, and forbid not to speak with tongues. Let all things be done decently and in order." So even if tongues is allowed in your church, it ought to be done decently and in order according to the Word of God. And it says, forbid not to speak with tongues. There's a lot of churches out there. If somebody got in there and spoke with tongues and there was an interpretation, it'd probably show them the front door really quick. Now, regarding verses 34 and 35, let's look at a few other scriptures here in the New Testament. We're going to go to 1 Timothy 2, chapter 2, verse 11 and 12. And it says, "Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection, but I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man." We'll go on about that later on. We'll find out where women can teach and lead the women. But it says here, the woman should not teach or be put in a position of authority over the man, but to be silent. Next is Titus chapter 2, verse 3 through 5. "The aged woman likewise, that they be in behavior as becoming holiness, not false accusers, not given to much wine, teachers of good things, that they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children, to be discreet, chaste, keepers at home, good, obedient to their husbands, that the word of God be not blasphemed." All right. Well, we went over that. What I'm going to do is stop and come back, and we're going to look at 4 different prophetess. One we'll see in the New Testament talks about, and then 3 in the Old Testament. And we're going to try to rightly divide this out. And then I'll give you my thoughts on it. Be right back.